Hello Flosstube, this is Flosstube number 2. Today is Friday the 2nd of October. My name is Catherine and I'm from North Yorkshire in the UK. I'd like to welcome you all to my channel. This is a channel about cross stitching, and as I explained in my first video, I used to cross stitch a lot 20 years ago and have only recently just started doing it again. I really am feeling the benefits of therapy and reducing my stress levels. I'm really enjoying stitching again. So I thought this week I'd tell you a little bit more about myself. So as I've said, my name's Catherine and I live in a beautiful part of the UK in North Yorkshire. I am married, have 3 grown-up children and 1 young grandson. I'm not working at the moment as I have just recently graduated from the University of Huddersfield, where I obtained a degree in costume for the theatre. So at the moment there isn't much theatre going on, but it will be something I will be looking to pursue later on and hopefully find some kind of career within it. So what's happened this week? It's been a bit of a quiet week. Autumn's definitely starting to come in. The leaves are falling and the beautiful colours are starting to come through. It's a bit cold and a bit windy at times. Yesterday I had to put my coat on for the first time. And the nights are getting darker a bit earlier now, so I think lots of time to stay in and do some stitching. I did explain last week as well that I found lots of things in the cupboard that I had started previously and not finished. So they were very big projects, all of them. So I thought rather than overwhelming myself just now with lots of big projects, I would just take one of them which I really want to finish and just have a go and see a couple of hours every week and see how much progress I can make. So the one that I've chosen was Henry VIII and his 6 wives. I really loved this when I saw it, and I have seen it stitched up and framed, and it is a beautiful piece. So I've got it back out again. That was the progress I had made. I've got all the threads and the pattern back together, and this is now ready for me to pick up each week and just put a little bit more in as I go along. A project I have been working on this week is a project from Hands On Designs called Broomstick Fuel. Beautiful little piece. I have changed the colours just slightly, but really enjoyable piece to stitch. So I'm hoping that in the next couple of days I will get this finished and be able to get it sorted for Halloween. I've also made a start on Ghoul's Garland from the Real Housewives of Cross Stitch. This is the piece I've started. I love the colours and the picture in this, and I'm going to find it a challenge because I've never actually ever stitched on dark Ada before, so I'm really looking forward to working on this one and seeing how well I get on. I have also been looking at some finishing ideas. I find Javagirl Stitches very inspiring for ways of how to finish projects differently than just putting them into a frame. So I've had a look around my local shops in my town and I've come up with a few ideas that I think might work well. I found a wooden pegboard with a hanger. So I think that would work really well to put a piece inside for any season or any occasion. I also found a wooden plaque which I love the shape and think that that could really make something nice to frame something on. Again, for any season. And I found some wooden chopping boards. They are quite long, but I think that by the time you put lots of decorations on and your piece in the middle, these will work especially well for a kitchen. So I'm going to have a play around and see how I get on with these things, and see what I can do with them. I do have a finish this week. This is a pattern from Lizzie Kate, and this is my first Lizzie Kate pattern that I've ever done. I loved this little bit here. So I've done this, but I haven't made it into a pillow, and I didn't add these little bits at the bottom. Instead, I made a sign for our front door for Halloween. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. Again, this was mainly inspired by Javagirl Stitches and the way that she incorporates her finishing. And she has a fabulous tutorial on her channel for making bows. So I'm really pleased with this, and this will go on my door for Halloween. I have got some new patterns which I'm looking forward to doing for Christmas. Again, hands-on design, cool Yule, really love this. And another one from hands-on design, chalkboard ornaments. So really like these. So I'm looking forward to getting started with these once I've finished my Halloween stitching, and making some nice things for Christmas. I've also made for the very first time my first project bag. This was inspired by watching Stitch Roadies. She was making one on her channel, and I loved how she quilted it in the middle, so I decided to use the same. So I have to give all credit to her for that. But I'm really pleased with how this has come along and how this has been made. Considering it's my first one, and I'm definitely going to be using this to keep my Halloween projects in. I prepared a few more to get so that they were ready and I could just go and stitch them whenever I wanted. So I have a Doctor Who one. I have a Lion King one. Alice in Wonderland. Another Disney. And a Harry Potter one. So these have all been cut out ready, and I just need to pick them up and stitch them as and when I want to. And then I'll be able to keep all my projects safe and clean in my bags. So let's talk about the box of magazines that I found. There were 139 magazines in total. I never knew I'd collected so many. So I thought each week I would just take one out, one or two at a time, have a look through them, see if there's anything that I fancied having a go at. The first one that I've taken out is a Needlecraft magazine dated 1997. I used to collect this every month. I'm particularly inspired by the front cover with the farmyard animals. I think this would look lovely in a kitchen. So this is something that I'm going to get ready when I finish my Halloween and just have a go. I think they would look lovely on this wooden chopping board. So it's an idea I'm going to keep in my head, and I'm going to get this ready, prepped up, threaded up with the material, and that will be something that I'll start when I've finished my Halloween projects. I'm going to give some shout outs to some YouTubers that I've watched this week on Flosstube. Javagirl Stitches, The Real Housewives of Cross Stitch, Mama Loves You GB Michelle, Stitch Roadies and Angie Stokes. Really inspiring floss tubers, really lovely stitching, and I've really enjoyed watching them. So, like I say, not a busy week and don't have that much planned for next week either. So I'm hoping to get lots of stitching in and keep watching lots of floss tubers. If you liked this video, I'd be really pleased if you'd give it a thumbs up. I'd love you if you left me a comment, and if you would like to subscribe, that would really make my day. So until I see you again, take care, stay safe, happy stitching, and bye for now.